Who is this prosecutor? He was instructed as lead counsel to represent Francis Mudhaura. He represented the Talai from Eldoret, the 100,000 Kipsigis, Kalenjins, who are seeking for their justice against the British colonialists. He will defend himself. He must be heard. His lawyers must put up submissions. The voting will be by secret ballot. Vote 1, they will vote twice. They get 2/3 majority, then Khan will be found with the offense of serious misconduct and breach. So if Khan survives the removal clause, they get 62 votes, he'll remain. Then he can face some disciplinary measures. Can Khan challenge his removal? He can't. If he's removed, he can go to the International Labour Court for his salary, for his benefits, and the others. But his removal is final. He cannot challenge it anywhere. Politics can get the numbers, but also the majority might save Khan. The British government will work so hard to save their national. Will the countries, will the European countries rally behind Khan? Can he convince the presidents of Africa, 33 of them, to vote to save Khan? Welcome to Trending News. We are still on Karim Khan. KC. Who is this prosecutor of the ICC? Khan was appointed a Queen's Counsel in 2011. Remember, in Kenya, we have senior counsel. The highest rank in Britain is Queen's Counsel, a very prestigious position as a lawyer. He was instructed as lead counsel to represent Francis Mudhaura during the ICC case in the relation to the post-election violence in 2007 and 2008. He later served as the lead counsel for the deputy president of Kenya, that time, William Samoei Ruto, before the ICC. So he represented William Samoei Ruto as a deputy, that time he was a deputy president. Also, in 2017, he represented more than 100,000 victims, claimants from the Kipsigis and Talai communities in Kenya, seeking redress for alleged human rights violations committed during British colonial rule. He represented the Talai from Eldoret, the 100,000 Kipsigis, Kalenjins, who are seeking for their justice against the British colonialists. Khan has a history of being forceful and swearing to the law as it demands. What is the procedure? When Khan's case was presented before the judges of the ICC, 3 judges found out that there is no sufficient evidence to indict Khan. This is the process, the legal process for removal of Karim Khan, the ICC prosecutor. It is found the full process of removing the ICC Chief Prosecutor Karim Khan, if it proceeds to that point, is outlined in the Rome Statute, primarily Article 46, and the Rules of Procedure and Evidence, Rule 28, on suspension and the related procedures. It is a state-driven disciplinary mechanism handled by the Assembly of State Parties, not the judges. This is the Assembly of State Parties. And this is the first time it has reached the suspension stage of a chief prosecutor. This is the first time. 1. Preliminary investigations and bureau action. This has been completed. The allegations were sexual misconduct, and that an ad hoc judicial panel was set, and that has completed its work. The Bureau is composed of 21 members who are executive members. They reviewed the findings confidentially, and by a majority of 2/3, majority of the Bureau members present and voting, they determined Khan's offense as being serious misconduct on serious breach of duties. What did they do? They suspended the prosecutor with immediate effect, effectively pending the matter being taken to the Assembly of State Parties under Rule 28. This was done on the 8th to 9th of June 2026, and Khan was suspended. Remember, he was on voluntary leave since May 2025. Special session of the full assembly, which is coming. Let us look on what is going to happen when that matter is going to appear before the Assembly of State Parties. The Bureau will convene a special session of the 125 member states as soon as possible. No fixed date yet announced. The date has not been fixed. The documents will be shared to each state party confidentially. President William Ruto will get his copy confidentially. 125 heads of state. What are the rights for Khan? Him and his lawyers have the right to present evidence during the hearing. They can present their evidence before the hearing. They can make submissions, and they can defend himself pursuant to the Rome Statute. He does not participate in the decision-making itself. He will defend himself. He must be heard. His lawyers must put up submissions. Remember what the judges have said? Gachagua was never heard. The right to be heard is universal. It is found under the principle of natural justice. Everybody who accuses another, the accused person, must face that accuser, and he must defend himself and cross-examine. After this, they will go to the voting. The voting will be by secret ballot. Vote 1, they will vote twice. Allegations are 2. So for each allegation, just like the Senate votes for each impeachment clause, vote 1 is serious misconduct and breach. In this ballot, they require 2/3 majority of states present and voting. They must get 2/3 majority for the first breach, first charge of serious misconduct and breach. They must have 2/3 majority of the states that are present. Out of 126, out of 125 states, they might be 30 who will attend. They might be 40 who will attend. They might be 100. Those that are present and those allowed to vote. Can states be present and not be allowed to vote? Yes. If you have a country has not paid the subscription, yearly each country provides money to ICC, then you do not have the capacity to vote. You can attend, discuss, but you cannot vote. If they get 2/3 majority, then Khan will be found with the offense of serious misconduct and breach. He will be removed. Ground number 2 is removal from office. If the first ground has been found, the second one will be the ground for removal. Now the assembly must vote. We have found him guilty. Do we remove him or do we punish him? This requires an absolute majority of all the as members, at least 63 out of 125 member states must vote by secret ballot to remove Khan. This one, all the members, at least 63 votes must be casted to remove the prosecutor from office. If either vote fails, Khan will be reinstated and face some lesser disciplinary measures under Article 47. So if Khan survives the removal clause, they get 62 votes, he'll remain. Then he can face some disciplinary measures. 4, if he's removed, immediate and longer term consequences. Immediate effect, removal is effect upon that decision. Khan would cease all official functions. Then what happens? There must be an interim leadership. The deputy prosecutor, currently, Mam Mandiaye Nyang and Nazat Shamin Khan, could handle acting duties for the office of the prosecutor, the day-to-day operations and ongoing cases, such as arrest warrants for Netanyahu and the others, continue under disputes and other matters. Elections of a new prosecutor. The Assembly of State Parties would initiate the election process for a new chief prosecutor. The term of the prosecutor is 9 years, non-renewable term. Nominations will be done, shortlisting will be done, public hearing will be done, and election by secret ballot by the Assembly of State Party session. It can take months. Post-removal options for Khan, what can he do? He could challenge the aspects via the administrative tribunal of the International Labour Organization on procedural and employment grounds, but removal itself is final under the statute. Can Khan challenge his removal? He can't. If he is removed, he can go to the International Labour Court for his salary, for his benefits, and the others. But his removal is final. He cannot challenge it anywhere. Those are judicial decisions. We find Vivian has done a tremendous job. We have found you below. Keep watching. It is only Court Helicopter that brings you the process of removal of Khan, if he will remove. But as I said, politics can get the numbers, but also the majority might save Khan. The British government will work so hard to save their national. Will the countries, with the European countries, rally behind Khan? Can he convince the presidents of Africa, 33 of them, to vote to save Khan? Can he go against the American president and the Russian president? Court Helicopter will continuously observe and bring this episode to you. But the chances are, Khan, we are likely to see Khan being thrown out of office, not because of incompetence, not because of any offense or related to sexual misconduct, but because of doing his job. Many people worldwide have suffered for doing their job. Many people worldwide have been framed falsely. Keep watching the only media house that is bold enough to bring you how it unfolds.